What up, Dokkaners? We have a new update coming soon to the game. As we expected, in the month of October, we were supposed to be getting icons in battle, character details, and the greatest warriors. So let's find out if this update consists of all of those things that were promised. Now, based on the structuring of this diagram, it doesn't necessarily have to happen at the beginning or the middle, or even the, well, it would have to happen at some point, but it has to happen during the month of October. So with this update, it's very likely that all of them will be there. It could, now, as far as when it's going to be dropping, we don't know for sure because we were never given a maintenance announcement, especially also since we got the data download for the upcoming World Tournament units a week in advance, not a week, but a couple days in advance. There would not be a data download right before the World Tournament starts. So if I were to guess, it's probably going to be next week at the latest, if not as early as tonight, because the LR Super Saiyan Goku Prime Battle Super EZA is going to be happening in less than 12 hours from me posting this video. And if that's when we get the update, that would be great. If it's not, it could also be when the Part 2 LR releases. It could be when the World Tournament comes out. So it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow night, it could be 3 days from now, or it could be after this promotion ends right here. So once again, another reminder embedded in other videos: the number of dragon stones required to forget a hidden potential skill reduced to 1. Now, burning dragon stones in general, not the most advised thing. However, when you consider what the original price was to recalibrate units' abilities, this is a very good deal, and not one that I would dismiss completely. If you're someone who is just now starting to understand the ins and outs of the game, and you want to build your characters a little bit more appropriately based on showcases that you've seen or agree with, this would be the time to do this, and you still have 1 week before this goes away. After this goes away, I don't know when this is going to come back, because the last time that this was around was during the 7-year anniversary. The 7-year anniversary was quite some time ago, and it's been a while. So I don't know when this is going to come back. Normally, when you recalibrate a skill, you would have to use the SSR copy of the same character. But if you don't have that luxury, if you're not a whale or if you haven't been summoning a lot, this is going to be a great option. So when this ends next week, this could also be when we get it. Let's go through the nitty gritty here. Here's a sneak peek at some of the new features. Optimization of the panel missions. Yes, the greatest warrior is in fact getting an upgrade. This one right here, they talked about this in the producer's letter. You will be able to attempt missions from different tabs at the same time and check the completion rewards of each board. The greatest warrior, which can be attempted after you complete the tutorial, will be revamped into panel missions that can be categorized into the following difficulties: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. So here it is. So this is going to be great for new players, because one thing that you are thinking as a new player is, how the heck do I play this game? It's so overwhelming. There's so many different things that I have to know. It's a lot. Let me go through the easiest stuff first and then go through the more difficult stuff. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert will definitely make that easier. Looking at this image though, 1, 2, 1, 4, 5. This is just on the beginners tab, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. So 1, 2, 1, 4, 5. That's 13 dragon stones. So let's just, I don't know, I'm willing to bet this is at least like 5 lines of stone rewards, maybe more. You're going to be getting a ton of missions, a ton of rewards from this stuff, not just dragon stones, other resources, Zenny, training items, hidden potential orbs. So multiply that by 4. This is going to be a very fruitful new, do we want to call it an event? Phenomenon, whatever. Complete all the missions, strengthen the super warriors, access the events by tapping the Gohan icon on the home screen. Okay, so this is going to be positioned similar to the Giru thing. It'll probably be like right here, or they'll put it over here. Over here we get burst mode, so it'll probably be on the left side though, because sometimes when we get the line social media promotion stuff, that is usually positioned right on top of Giru. So they could have the burst mode stay right here, and then they could have the Gohan up here. Maybe they'll put the Gohan down here, because this one and the Giru will be a mainstay on your home screen. I would hope. The version Z mission panel is gone for me, because after I completed it, it disappeared. So I've never been able to see what the mission panel looks like since then. I hope that this one can stay there and you can just see it, that you've completed it, you've done all your missions. But this time around, don't forget, you're going to be able to earn a full team of 6. It's not just the version Z Goku, who should be getting an EZA, but I guess he's not. You will also be able to unlock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other characters. Your first usable SSR into a TUR Chaozu, and all of these other guys. So I can't wait to see what they can do. All of those guys are going to be accessible. You can still attempt the revamped Greatest Warrior, which will be available in multiple difficulties, even if you have completed the previous Greatest Warrior. Do the missions that you have not completed right now. If you are still new to the game or you haven't finished all of the version Z missions, do them right now, because when they revamp this, all those missions will again be obtainable in different ways through the new mission board. So if you haven't finished this, do it now. It's the same concept with story events when they're getting revamped. Do them before they go away into maintenance. When they come out, you can do them again, which is key. Certain missions will be automatically completed if you have already met the completion condition. Something like reach rank 500. I'm rank 999. I can't really go back in time and do that again. You can still attempt the content you have unlocked by completing the previous Greatest Warrior. Addition of a screen that displays information on enemies. You will be able to check the information on the enemies who will appear in the stage before attempting the stage. Okay, so beforehand, we had an update where you could see what the enemies do in the stage. Now you can see what they can do before you even jump in, which is probably for the better, because that gives you a way to see what the enemies are doing before you run in with the wrong team and get bodied. This reminds me, I don't think they talked about this in the producer's letter, but this kind of reminds me of the Dokkan Info page. This is something that a lot of people use for challenge events. This is something that I don't like to use when I go into an event for the first time. I like to go in blind. But let's just say Red Zone, right? We're trying to take on Red Zone. We're trying to take on Broly. So if you click on this, it shows you all the information about the enemy. I don't know if it's going to be to this extent that they say what the enemy can do. I think it's probably going to be something more like this. And then maybe they show the stats, if anything. I don't know. Stats, breaking down stats has never been a thing that Dokkan does. So it'll be interesting to see what exactly they do and how comprehensive it is. I think people will probably still utilize the Dokkan Info page. But if they're giving us an ability to see this in game, that is definitely a better thing, because why use an external resource? Everything should be available in game. Visualization of the action count of characters. This is, in my opinion, the best part of the update, because this is going to make your life so much easier. You no longer have to freaking take notes when playing Dokkan. You should never have had to do that. Now it'll keep track of attacks launched, super attacks launched, attacks received, how many times guard was activated, and how many times you dodged. All of these will be kept track in your info page. I don't know what this is. I never bothered to translate that, but all of these things will be tracked for you. So if you're bringing multiple characters that require multiple conditions to be happening at multiple given times, you no longer have to multiply keep track, because that's stupid and annoying, but I'm glad that they finally figured it out. Stay tuned for update 5.23.0 after the release of 5.23. All right, so yeah, they don't say anything about when it's going to be happening, so I think it could be one of the few days that I mentioned: 1 day, 3 day, 6 days. Within those three, we will definitely get this update, and this will be a source of a lot of stones. I will do a video going over all of the missions and how to complete them all. Even though they're pretty self-explanatory, I will go through the motion with you guys in a video, maybe on a live stream. So make sure you guys tune in for that. This is going to be a great tool for new players to get used to the game before the 10-year anniversary, which is 3 months away. It is very important that you guys get accustomed and acclimated to the game now, because things are going to be upgraded and changed in the 10-year anniversary. Maybe not overhauled like the way that they're going to be doing this, but still, once you understand the basic concepts of the game through this, then when you get to the 10-year anniversary, it's going to be far less of a complication for you to go through all that stuff, because you'll have already gone through the ringer with this. So a much needed update, making the game better, more accessible, coming soon, and I could not be more thrilled, because Dokkan has been a little... Also, once again, reminder, 6 days from now, this goes away, so do whatever you got to do to recalibrate your units with the 1 Dragonstone discount. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously leave a like down below. Leave in the comments, when do you think this update is going to be dropping in the game? Do you think it's going to be dropping with the Part 2 LR? Do you think it's going to be dropping 1 week after that when the 1 stone recalibration promotion thing goes away? Or do you think it's going to be sometime in between? Let me know your thoughts on any of the updates that we're getting. What do you think the enemy info page is going to look like? How comprehensive is it going to be? Will you still be using DokkanInfo.com? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and nourishment to Dokkan responsibly.